It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Texans and the Jags, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, there's a youth revolution at the quarterback position in the NFL in recent years, and to prove it, we've got a couple of second-year quarterbacks about ready to square off here. Davis Mills of the Texans, Trevor Lawrence of the Jags.
And I think both of these franchises saw glimpses of the future last year. Both of these guys, I thought, really acquitted themselves well as rookies. They were both eager to learn, both eager to get out and play. And I think getting reps early in your time in the NFL can really jumpstart your career. And I think that's happened with both of these guys.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Jaguars at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Lawrence.
Holding, offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Lawrence will throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. Now the rookie 4th-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 29, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And some space here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another 1st down.
The Houston Texans were looking to add another playmaker to its receiving group this offseason, and they'll certainly get that from John Mechie from Alabama. He had over 2,000 yards in his final 2 years with the Crimson Tide. Expect to see him involved early and often in every game and really be a good blocker when they run the ball as well. Here, he catches the football and moves the chains.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Mills to throw it. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. It was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Dameon Pierce. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. Steps away to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Pierce now up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A first down throw for Mills. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to move back in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 27, Lawrence. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
A slant to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lawrence to Jones, 1st down Jacksonville. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Texans say they have it. They do.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
First down, Mills. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, it's Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mills now. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Right side, complete to Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw is Mills. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A good drive that time is going to go 9 plays in all, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Houston's offense taking over again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Mills. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 36, Mills. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Hand off right side to Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 30 on second down, Mills being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw, Mills. And that is incomplete.
There's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. He'll get this to about the 38. as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Draw play, Etienne.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Lawrence will throw.
And he fires one incomplete. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Patterson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 2 there into the 36.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
Now Lawrence
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Count the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
straight ahead. It's Robinson.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, good move. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Lawrence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. Picked up by M.J. Stewart.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Robinson up the middle.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have...
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
An extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
And here comes the Texans now.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans
at their 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Mills. And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Mills. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41,
Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here's Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. Mills looking to throw it.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Mills.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Mills back to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Jags, they move a step closer to 500 as they're